You get your paycheck, you set up a strict budget for the month, and by week 3, you're staring at your banking app wondering where all that cash actually disappeared to. We tend to blame our own lack of discipline, but our digital world is actively engineered against us. From one-click buying to targeted algorithms, the modern checkout process is designed for absolute flow. It removes every possible speed bump so you spend without thinking. Nobel laureate Daniel Kahneman identified a cognitive blind spot in how our brains process these tiny, frictionless transactions. We completely fail to register the danger of small, frequent purchases. This chart shows exactly how that math plays out. Your brain misfiles a daily $6 coffee or a $15 subscription as a trivial rounding error. But when aggregated over a year, those tiny slivers compound into thousands of dollars in lost wealth. Relying on sheer willpower in an environment designed to drain your wallet is a losing battle. To stop the cycle, you have to actively redesign your physical and digital spaces to work in your favor. The most effective way to protect your money is to intentionally build speed bumps between your impulse to buy and the final checkout button. Start by deleting your saved credit card information from your web browsers, unsubscribe from all promotional emails, and move your shopping apps off your phone's home screen. Then implement the 24-hour rule. If you add a non-essential item to a digital shopping cart, you must leave it there for a full day before you are allowed to hit buy. The same logic applies in the physical world. When you walk into a store, refuse the shopping basket. Force yourself to physically balance the items in your arms so you can only buy exactly what you can carry. It also helps to remember the hidden tax of physical ownership. Every single item you purchase will secretly demand your future time and energy to be cleaned, stored, and eventually moved. Forcing a physical or temporal pause like this neutralizes the chemical dopamine high of impulse shopping. It gives your rational brain enough time to step back in and take the wheel. We also have to address lifestyle creep, the slow accumulation of automated convenience services and subscriptions that quietly drain your cash flow in the background. To catch these invisible leaks, you need a subscription audit. Print out exactly 3 months of your bank statements and physically highlight every recurring charge you've forgotten about. Once you find the streaming bloat, you have 2 options. You can either downgrade to cheaper ad-supported tiers, or you can rotate a single subscription month by month based on whatever you're actively watching. You can also tackle fixed expenses like internet or phone bills by calling the provider. Corporate retention departments are mathematically incentivized to offer you a discount rather than lose you entirely. Eliminating these zombie subscriptions permanently increases your monthly cash flow, and you never have to expend an ounce of daily willpower to keep those savings. Now that you've made spending artificially difficult, you need to flip the script. Saving money must become completely frictionless. This visualization breaks down the 50-30-20 budgeting rule, which serves as a highly effective blueprint for organizing your paycheck into 3 distinct categories. Half of your income is reserved for non-negotiable fixed needs like rent and groceries. 30% is allocated for discretionary lifestyle wants. The final 20% is strictly locked in for your financial goals. To guarantee those goals are met, you must intercept that 20% savings portion before it ever reaches your daily checking account, a strategy known as paying yourself first. Go into your banking app and set up an automatic, recurring transfer to a high-yield savings or investment account, timed to trigger on the exact day your paycheck arrives. Automating this process guarantees financial progress in the background. It entirely removes your conscious brain's opportunity to hesitate and rationalize spending that money on something else. Redesigning your environment leads to conscious spending, a system where your money is reserved for genuine life goals instead of being drained by late-night digital whims. Financial educators like Ramit Sethi advocate for this exact approach. You ruthlessly cut costs on the things you don't care about, so you have the freedom to spend extravagantly on your personal definition of a rich life. To sustain this system, you need one final, non-negotiable maintenance habit, the 60-second evening check-in. While automatic bank syncing apps are convenient, manual expense tracking is far superior for changing behavior. The physical friction of typing out the numbers forces you to cognitively feel each transaction. Anchor this quick financial review to a pre-existing, unbreakable daily habit, like brushing your teeth. Pairing the two guarantees you actually sit down and look at the numbers. Long-term financial stability depends on a daily environment where financial awareness is unavoidable, rather than relying on the exhaustion of constant willpower.